Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Yeah, I'm fantastic. And how are you?
Yeah, I'm very well, thank you.
Okay, it's good. And what time is there right now?
It's 2 in the afternoon here, 2 p.m.
Okay, good. It's evening. It's 6:30 in the evening.
Is it?
Yes.
Also, what have you been doing today?
Um, Nothing. Schools remained closed still today, and I spent my all the time with my family.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
What have you been doing? Just sitting and chatting and eating together, just
Yeah,
relaxing.
yeah, relaxing, playing with my little daughter, and
Oh,
eating together. So I
that's lovely.
Yeah, it's a lovely thing.
How
What did
old's
you
your
today?
daughter?
She's 2 years old.
Oh, she's two, a lovely age.
2 years old, yes.
Oh, nice. And what's her name?
So her name is Drisha. Drushya.
Trisha.
Yes, means
Oh, lovely name.
sight.
And does it have a meaning?
Yes, Drisha means it's a sight. Watch. Sight.
Ah,
Yeah.
sight, watch. I'm with you. Okay,
Yes.
what a nice
Drishya means
name.
it's a visible thing. Drishya,
Ah,
visible. Then Adrishya, opposite of this, invisible.
oh, so Drisha and was it Adrisha?
No, no, Adrishya is the opposite of the Drishya.
Yes.
So Adrishya means invisible, and whereas Drishya makes visible to everybody and visible to everything.
Okay, how interesting.
Yes. So this is the meaning.
Yeah, that's lovely. I like that the name has a meaning.
Yeah.
Um,
So what you
do you
did
want
today?
do you want to do the slides we have for today, by the way? Do you want to go through the daily routine?
No, we'll go to general talks.
Okay, I'll just close this down then and then I can see you properly.
Yeah, it's about daily routine. I have already done the daily routine.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. You're fine to talk to me about your daily routine.
Yes, yes. So I'm moving towards the advanced level. So I have already finished those lessons in the previous classes. So no need
Yes.
to go again.
No, I
Uh,
can tell by the way you talk
yeah.
about it that
Okay. Anyhow, today I would like to know about the things about that while I'm in conversation with the people or anybody. So what happens? Sometimes my mind goes blank, and the words right or proper appropriate words cannot come in mind. So why is this happens, and how should I overcome this problem?
I think that's probably just nerves. And I think that's normal. As soon as you have pressure to remember something, that's when you forget it. And if someone asked you at any other time,
Yes.
like, of course I'd know the answer, or of course I'd know what to say. But as soon as you have that pressure on you, your mind can just go blank. I was terrible for that at university when it came to exams and tests.
Okay. Yes.
I knew the information, but as
Yes.
soon as it was an exam environment, that
Hmm.
was it. It was like I forgot everything.
Yeah.
Um, and I think it is just nerves, and the only way I think to overcome that is to practice and build.
Okay.
It's a confidence thing. So it's when you're in that situation,
Okay.
you're not as confident.
Yeah.
Um, but one thing to even just start with is when you are in that situation and you're
Hmm.
not sure, it can feel a bit overwhelming.
Hmm.
Just take the pressure away of
Hmm.
having to say something.
Hmm.
So, even if that is just accepting maybe you're going to be quiet for a couple of moments or
Okay.
whether you're going to step away, just take the time to calm
Okay.
because nerves take over. That's how I was anyway. And if I just took a couple of minutes beforehand,
Okay. Okay.
just relax. Um,
Yes.
but yeah, it's just confidence because when we talk,
Yeah.
you have you have no problem with the language.
Yes. If I'm in a competition, like a speech competition or in an elocution competition, if this thing happens, how should I manage that situation? Because the time is also very important, that during that particular moment, if I had been given 5 minutes, within that time duration, that stipulated time, I must have completed my schedule or my speech. Then
Yeah.
what other arrangement should I make if I don't get the particular appropriate word during that time?
Well, so what is it you need to do for this? Do you need to speak in English or write, or what are you doing in this test?
Yes, see, if I was given the topic to speak on social media,
Yeah.
so yeah, I'm on the track about explaining and giving description about the social media, its uses. So in between, during my speech, I I came across that again. I don't get the particular word. Then how
Yeah.
should I manage?
Yeah. I think there is quite an easy way to get around that. And all you need to do really is buy yourself a few seconds to either think of the word or to think of another way to say it.
Yes,
So
huh?
now native speakers do that. We do that a lot, but it's about showing that you know the language as well to express that. So for example, if I'm talking and then I can't think of a word for something, I might
Yes,
go, so when we were talking about let me think, what's the best way to explain this? And then I'll carry on. So I will pause and go, what's the best way for me to explain this? Let me think. Um, okay, so if I and by using those few words in between, let me think, how do I say this? You're still speaking English, but you're buying yourself time to either think of the word or even completely change how you were
yes.
going to phrase it or say it. Um,
Okay.
Other things like if we're thinking, well, we will say, oh, I'm not sure of that word. What about, and it's how you would in your language. You know, when you're speaking and you're trying to think of something and you can't, you know, how you would react to that in your language. You would feel quite comfortable taking that pause and going, and maybe, I'm not sure about, it's the same thing. So you can extend that in the same way to buy yourself some time to think of what you want to say. So,
Yeah.
yeah, could you
Carry on.
maybe give me an example of one of the sentences you might use in this speaking test?
Okay.
Can you think of any?
So I should give you an example regarding this.
Yeah, just if you can think of a sentence that you would
Hmm.
say in one of these tests. Just any
Yes, yes.
sentence that you might use.
Yeah. Um, you know, due to this social, I'm talking about the bad effects of social media on the youth. Nowadays youth are spending their valuable time without aware of it, without aware of that its value. The time they are losing their valuable time without aware of it. So I must have to mention this uh, particular point in my speech. So at that moment I don't get this particular word, means I think leisure time or the valuable time or some it also distracting the minds of the youth. So these are the some specific words that I have to use in my speech. But at the particular moment I don't get these words. Then what should I do? Whether I have to describe the situation, or the I have to use the supplementary words related to this one. What should I do?
Well, yes, you can do that. I mean, do you have to include that one word, or do you just have to talk about that subject?
Yes.
Or would there be one particular word that you have to say in the test? Like you have to say the word leisure, or do you just have to talk about it? So, are there particular words that you have to
Hmm?
say?
Hmm.
Yes or no?
No, I don't get a particular word, but
Right.
if I don't get particular word, then what should I do? Whether to give the description or the similar meaning of that particular word at that moment
Yeah.
to make the uh, to continue the flow of my speech.
Yes, exactly. Because as a native speaker, if I was talking about that and say couldn't think of the words leisure time, and I was saying,
Yes.
so we're looking at the effects of social media and the effects that that can have on the youth and how they're spending their time, and it can really cut into their. Let me think. How do I explain this? It cuts into them having any time to relax,
Yes.
or have downtime as children. Now, do you see how I extended all of that because I didn't use the word leisure time?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what you can do. And if at some point you remember the word, then as you're going, let me think, how do I explain this when they have their leisure time? It's cutting into that.
Yes.
And you can acknowledge the fact, oh, yeah, I can say it like leisure time. That's the best word to use for it. You know,
Yes.
don't
Yes.
feel so nervous about not thinking of the word you want to use immediately because
Yes.
native speakers
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah.
We have
Yeah.
to think about how we want to say something. So just remember that it's okay to think about what to say or the right words you want to use. And there's always more than one way of explaining something.
Mhm.
Particularly in English, there are a
Yes.
few
Yes.
ways.
Okay. Sure. And I have another doubt. If I am at an intermediate level in speaking this language, particular language,
Mm-hmm.
so what the strategies or the methods should I follow at this level? There are so many beginner level, intermediate, and advanced level. If I am at intermediate level, how should I make arrangements to grow on this language or to learn this language
Yeah,
perfectly?
so you want to go up to the next level of vocabulary, the next level of the language. So, do you know the website Engu?
Which one?
Engu.com.
Okay, okay. Ingu.com.
Yeah,
Okay. Actually, it's a new to me.
right. So, have a look on this website because it's a really good way to increase your
Yes.
vocabulary to get to the next level. There are some fun news articles on there,
Okay.
and the
Yeah.
levels are intermediate, advanced,
Yes.
and
Hmm.
proficient. So,
Yeah.
if you start with, you're already intermediate, so look for any that say advanced level. And
Okay.
before you read the news article, it gives you a list of new vocabulary that you probably haven't
Oh,
heard. It tells you what that means. And then it gives you the
okay.
article to read so that while you're reading the article, you're getting to hear the new vocabulary being used.
Yes. Yes. So should I use the same articles to practice on my own?
Yes, yes, absolutely. And then what could be good is if
Yes.
you read through the vocabulary, read through the
Okay.
article, and then when you have an
Hmm.
appointment on here, tell the tutor
Okay.
which article it is,
Oh,
and you can have a discussion with them about it and get to use that new vocabulary.
okay. That's good. I'll follow that. And rather than this platform, I'm on conversation with other speakers just who are very enthusiastic to learn this language. I'm in a conversation with them on a daily basis. So how is that method? Whether it helps and keeps my language alive?
Yeah. Yeah, the more people you can speak to and use English and the more you can practice, the more your
Yes.
English will improve. That's for sure.
Yes. Yes. Thank you. And I just talk to them for
Yeah,
practice and to know more and learn more from them. And they sometimes they could also get something from me.
absolutely.
And and this platform, I must know the pronunciation and accent. This is the main view.
Oh, we only have a few seconds. It's been lovely.
Yes. Thank you so
Yeah,
much. Thank you.
you're
Thank you so much.
welcome.
See you.
Bye.
See you. See you. Bye.